What is going on, gamers? This is King Shade here, and I am here with guest judge Emiko. And today we will be judging the two pieces of artwork that we have had submitted to us for the Pokefind building competition. All right. So the rules is that the ratings are going to be based on three total different categories. I have it so that the Pokemon are set between Gens 1 and 5 because that's what the Pokefind servers are set for. And I have it so that we can score them on a point scale of 1 to 10. And the point scale that I have that is currently in the that we're going to be sorry that we're going to currently be using is going to be used on blocks. And they each have their own point scale. And then the point scale blocks are going to be used and separated into three different categories, which for each piece of art that we get, we're going to break it down into creativity, originality, and complexity. And like we're not going to judge each other's opinions. That's why I have this right here set up so that it has 6 of each block. We're not going to know what we take from it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go over, and the pictures will be posted on the video of each person's art. So like when she goes to rate J. King's artwork, she'll be able to submit the stuff into the chest there. And then the same thing with over here into no life, just so we can't change each other's opinions and stuff like that. Like we're not gonna sit here and discuss about it. I'm not gonna try to convince her how one piece is better than the other or all this angle's better and all that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna be that kind of person. So it's gonna be anonymous between the both of us, and whoever has the highest point total will end up winning. Yumiko, are you ready to be sent the first piece of artwork? All right, so the first piece of artwork is going to be this right here. Is the first piece of artwork. This is J. King's artwork. I'm also looking at it now. I seen it because he posted it publicly in the content sharing tab. But now I'm looking at it for the first time, like zooming in on it and getting pretty in depth with it. And the structure does seem pretty huge. Like I will say that. And the category for this was also favorite Pokemon. So J. King's, like one of his favorite Pokemon between Gens 1 and 5 would end up being Lucario, which is heavily respectable. Lucario's a cool mon. So Emiko is going to go through. I'm going to take my 3 blocks out of each right now. So I'll take like my 3 of this. Yeah, I'll take my 3 out of everything. And then I do have those extra blocks, so I'll just discard them behind here. And then she can vote on Kings, or J. Kings. And then after she's done voting on J. Kings, I will send her what No Life's artwork looks like. And then after she is done, before I end up opening up the chest and depositing my blocks in, I'm going to explain how I'm grading it. So then you guys can, kind of see what I'm seeing with the artwork and everything, and why I'm giving it the grades that I'm giving it. Alrighty, Miko, have you successfully submitted your thing for his? Alrighty. Now next, I will end up sending you what No Life's artwork ends up looking like. So now you can grade No Life's artwork. She's thinking long and hard. She must be zooming in on those pictures. She is thinking right now. I can see the steam coming from her head right now. She is in deep thinking about it right now. Alrighty, are you satisfied with both of your votes? Do you want to make any last minute changes or anything like that? To either of them? She's thinking about it. She's thinking about it. She's double checking the point values right now. Looks like she's going for a quick change. Yeah, she's double checking. Alrighty. So you're all good? Everything's all squared away? Points are where you want them? Alrighty. Now, I will explain. For me, looking at the two pictures, I will start off with King's picture. And like I said before, those three categories were creativity. For me personally, after looking at this artwork, for me, the term creativity means utilizing everything that you have to its highest potential in Minecraft. Because the original post that I have in this ends up indicating that you can end up sending up to a 1 minute clip to show off your artwork. So that means you can get the artwork viewed from multiple different angles, from different sides. If you wanted to do some sort of animations with it in game, like utilizing redstone or anything like that, then you could utilize that kind of stuff with it. So just getting the pictures, yeah, you can experience the artwork, but I feel like being able to see like a 360 image of this, wonderful piece of art that I see in front of me would be able to express it like so much better. So, for the first category for that, I'm going to give it this just because it is really good. But I just feel like if I were able to get other images, then it would just be better. Now for originality is always a tough one because I know that there are always like pre-built structures and mods and stuff like that that you can add to these games to make it so that they're already pretty much made for you, and then you're just putting them in a Minecraft world and stuff like that. I had the benefit of the doubt of thinking that J King's is all natural. He says that he built it, didn't use anything special for it. I tried doing a little research to see if there was any spitting copies of it. I didn't find anything. So for originality, because I did not find anything that was like it, I found some Lucario things out there, but I didn't see any Lucario things that were like doing like Aura Sphere sort of thing. If it exists, it's out there. I missed it. I'm one judge. So I will say for originality, let me take another look at it here. Let me give another zoom in here. Yeah, I definitely like it. It's definitely cool. Like I said, originality. Like I said, I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna give this a this right here. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now, obviously, for this build, for complexity, I mean, I couldn't even tell you how many blocks this is made out of. Couldn't even come close to telling you how many blocks this is made out of. So, for the complexity of that, could there have been more with it? Like doing a battle arena, doing this, doing that. Like I said, that's where the video clip comes in handy with being able to add more to the artwork in general. Like maybe if you showed him like having a mountain in front of him with him shooting aura spheres off into the mountain because he's training on using his aura sphere with part of the mountain caved in from him landing aura sphere sort of thing. That adds complexity to it instead of it just being the structure itself. Like I said, the structure is really good. Like I can't complain about it. I'm just saying that more could always be added to it to make it give it a story. You know what I mean? Like that's what I mean by the complexity and why I said that people can submit up to a minute video clip, even hitting the 360 with this. Or if Lucario was doing an aura sphere with a Riolu in the background that looked like he was damaged, and he's going off against an aura sphere against Darkrai, because Darkrai looks like he's trying to kidnap little Riolu or something. You know what I mean? Some sort of story that you can create with it. With this, it's just to me it's a cool Lucario doing an aura sphere, but there's not much story behind it. The build, like I said, the build itself looks intense. I can't even tell how many blocks it is because it is just a still image. I couldn't even guess, and I couldn't even guess its size. But for this specific competition, because there is only two, I will say that out of the two builds for this one, oh, that's not what I want to do. For this one, for the complexity, I will give this rating here. So I will go and submit these into the chest here. For the next image here, that was submitted by No Life. We have a sky view of what appears to be pixel art. Get a nice zoom in here of that. It looks like one of No Life's favorite Pokemon is the Togekiss, which is pretty respectable. Togekiss is a pretty powerful mon for between gens 1 through 5. Pretty powerful. Now for creativity, it's the same thing as J King's. It's the same aspect of you had an opportunity to send up to a minute clip of it, but because it's just a picture, when it comes to the creativity of it, you know what I mean, that like automatically, to me, brings it down. Like he has like the little Pokeball down there in the corner that I see. So I think that for this, I'm gonna go with this right here for creativity. And the next category that we end up having is originality. So for this artwork for originality, it's just, it is a pixel Togekiss, like the kind of like sprite that you'd end up seeing in like one of the, DS sort of games that you would see like in one of, in one of those basic ones. I feel like for originality, I do like the shading and stuff on it. I think I'll do the same with it. So I have two of those. Now, like I was saying with originality, it's one of those things where like if you had like an egg, like if you had like a structure of like him carrying an egg and then like him having like Togepi on his shoulder or carrying Togepi, and then like a Togetic and then like a Togekiss, sort of like as like a 4-stage thing, which can kind of show like maybe even that showed them like as babies and like both of them being teenagers together and then both of them being adults together as like being like a Pokemon master sort of thing. That's something that's like originality and like complexity and like everything like all mixed in together, and it tells us like an awesome story and everything like that. So for complexity, it's 8-bit art. If you guys aren't a fan of 8-bit art, like that's what it is. It's more or less the pixel art that you kind of see like in the actual like Game Boy tier games, like gold, silver, red, blue, yellow, like all of them. So for complexity of it, this tier for the complexity, and I will throw that into the chest here, and then we will grade points. 2 diamond, which is 18, so that's 18 plus 7 equals 25 points. 2 netherite, so that's 45 points, and then 1 lapis. Hey, 1 lapis, which is 8, so that ends up being 53 points for J King. And then for No Life, we have 14 points in Emerald. Add another 8 on that, so it's 22. So that's 32 points total with that, and yeah, so it looks like we have a winner with J King winning the first King Shade Pokefind building competition. With J King's build and the time and effort that it must have taken him to put into that build, and that I will be giving him a little something. I will be reaching out to him on Discord because I did say that if there was enough participants that, take place in this competition, then, there may be a prize, but I can't deny that his build was good enough and the time that it must have taken him to build that and it's the first competition, you know what I mean? Like, I think he deserves a little something something on the Pokefind server. So yeah, congratulations, J King. And like I said, your picture will be in the video and everything like that. And yeah, I'll be reaching out to you. I'll be reaching out to you with the congratulations and everything. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys like and subscribe to King Shade. I stream these videos live on Twitch also. I've been streaming the whole Pokefind series, and I also got other content on there. And yeah, make sure you guys check out the other videos on YouTube. I have a whole series on the Pokefind server going on there, and I'm going to have videos coming out soon on how to play Pokefind on mobile devices and on console. That's right, Pokemon on console and on your mobile device. Didn't even think about it. You can get it on Bedrock, did you? Well, guess what? I found a way because I'm on Bedrock right now, and I am playing Pokemon. Hopefully, you guys enjoy and have yourselves a good one. Bye.